Go ahead. This is my niece playing her first note on her trumpet.
Just help you deal with majority of those situations you were in, that you had to fall into a role playing.
It was my strength in keeping me from allowing it to settle inside. Because as a teen and a youth, there wasn't anyone around that I could draw from. So I spent a lot of time drawing the good out of the characters on television and the radio, and it allowed me to have a safe place that although I knew that the ugly was around me, that if I can draw from what I've seen and learned from the outside, that'll keep the inside, the inside here safe. And so, yeah, it was definitely, as you can see, especially when I was locked in the bathroom, and like I said, didn't give me any comfort. That's what I saw.
Yeah,
Yeah. And we tend to do that. We tend to navigate towards the things that sometimes may not be beneficial to us, but it's what we saw someone else do. And it pulls you through. It pulls you through.
Yeah, and I kind of related to that in a sense. I'm not saying that, I get all schizo, but even today, I haven't been down a path like that, but I have to go into a different character depending on what the situation is.
And that's what I tell people. If you're not a chameleon and learn to acclimate, to the different things around you, then you'll never be able to understand and deal with different people. And for me, being able to even in my worst times, to let people be able to see the true me is what saved me, because people were willing to say, okay, let me help you over here.
Yeah.
Because although it may have looked like this is what I was doing on the outside, there was a light on the inside that, people were drawn to. And sometimes in our youth today, that light's not there, that faith's not there, that spirit's not there. So even if they are going through something, it's easy to show them off. You just look at them and say, pull your pants up, do something with yourself, instead of finding that compassion that says, there's something in this child that says, he needs me, and allows you, like the lady at the bus station, crying, I spent all the money, and she just walked up out of it. Absolutely. And I know her to this day.
Yeah, really?
Yes. Her children, the daughter that she was carrying is now a grown woman with children.
Now this is probably a little bit, but did you think, or have you thought about adopting?
I took the foster care course and everything, and I was going to be on hospice, but what I found was being on the road and administering and talking and teaching, I wasn't home. I couldn't afford to be home and give what a child would need, so I became a CASA. As a court-appointed attorney, I get different cases periodically where I actually go in and advocate, defend, do the research, talk to the teachers, neighbors, anyone who can fill me in on the situation. Then I report back to the court systems, and I show up on that child's behalf. So I had to go a roundabout way to be able to touch as many as I could, because sometimes I may not have that grounding effect to where I can deal with one when I can shed into many this way. And I stay in contact with all my CASA kids.
Outstanding.
So no, anything else?
Oh, no, I just wrote down a couple of the quotes, like, you don't know what you don't know.
That's right.
That's what allows
That's profound right there, though.
That's what allows you to forgive.
Yeah, that's it. That's profound right there.
Because I made a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
Sorry. But you can only do what you know to do at that time.
Right.
Even though my grandmother, God bless her, she's still the most honorable character you ever meet, but I take care of her. She's in a nursing home. She only did what she knew to do at that time. And so I can't hold it against her, because that's where she came from. And people look and they're like, how do you smile and talk about it? Or how do you take care of your grandmother? And I'm like, to tell you something. The one thing God gave me was the gift of forgiveness. And in that, it's allowed me to be able to do, even in my worst times, better than most people thought I should be doing. The fruits are there, even if it's here. So it's just all a part of trying to be who you're supposed to be. And it's a long road. Nobody's right along that road, because everybody has a journey. Even in religion, you see that I didn't say try to direct anybody anyway, because I truly believe that God meets you wherever you are, whoever you are. There's no direct path. So if you're here and I'm here, I'm not going to look back at you and say, oh, this is what you should be doing. 'Cause I was here before too. But
Well, I was going to comment on that too. That's one of my comments with as far as like religion, because you said that the Lord made the promise He made to be with you always. So my question was, okay, after I read through it and I finished it, but you answered the question because you went to church. You know, you thank God. You went, you know, you prayed. And I said, okay, my question's answered. So I really didn't have a question.
But understand, even though I answered the question for you, it was important for me to people to understand too that if you don't make it to the church step, don't think that God don't love you.
Right, but you prayed. You
Until
said
you lay down in the dirt, your journey is still going.
Right.
You know? Yeah. You have. So it's an important. For me, it's an important story, and hopefully for people who read it, as you can see. You know, and I get emails. I always tell people it's not just a woman's book. I get tons of emails from men.
I like to read. My friend Robin, she works over here. Well, she works with me, but we're working in different places right now. She wants to read it next, so that kind of accelerated my reading a little bit. But it was good. Thank you.
Oh no, thank you. I
you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Have thorns and redo that one.
Go ahead.
I got messed up on the title already.
That's all right.
Have thorns and strawberries. Snakes love strawberries.
Go ahead.
Cucumbers have thorns and snakes love strawberries. This is a good book. This book is written by Janice E. I first read this book. I couldn't put it down. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotions and excitement. I believe that everyone should read it because it's very exciting. It tells of a little girl, whose trials and tribulations, of her childhood, and impact the lives of many others.